Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Super excited to be here today. Welcome to the Art Boss Challenge. You guys, as you are signing in, go ahead and give us the thumbs up, give us a heart. Let us know that you're here. Introduce yourself inside of the comment stream. We are so excited that you're here. My name is Renauha. I am here every single day and I'm supporting artists, allowing for them to have the systems and the tools that allow for them to claim a six-figure art income and beyond. You guys, this week we're so excited because we have over 4,000 artists who we're working with, who are looking for that simplest and fastest path to a six-figure art income. We're working with people in Facebook, right here in Facebook. We're working with people in email. We're working with people in Instagram as well as YouTube. You guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Super excited that you're here. We support serious artists who are looking for a consistent income from selling their artwork. You might be an artist who's just starting out, or maybe you're an artist who's sold for decades, but you're struggling to figure out how to launch your business online and create a consistent income and a profitable income stream. Artists that we work with are looking for the systems and the tools that allow for them to sell six figures and beyond without being chained to their computers. If you've been here before, you know that we talk a lot about the systems and the tools. And if you've been here before, you understand this little emoji that we like to use. I'm going to say it right now. Give us some fire. Go ahead and give us some fire. You guys, that little fire emoji is super important. It allows for us to, number one, be really excited about what's happening. Number two, really start to claim some of the golden nuggets that we're going to be giving you this week. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about how we run the Art Boss Challenge. We believe in giving you content and value during the week, and there are going to be nuggets. Okay, so we teach in three methods. We teach because we know that you guys are audio learners. We know that you're visual learners. What the heck, we're artists. So we use a lot of slides and we use a lot of mirror boards and things like that. But we also help with kinetic learning. As artists, we do a lot with, we have a lot of muscle memory with how we create artwork. And so we know it's really important for kinetic learning. That little fire emoji, when you give yourself fire, it actually connects. This is important to the emoji and to that fire emoji, and it actually helps you lock in that learning. Also, it helps you lock in learning for other people. So when you see people giving fire, when they've heard something that they're like, oh my goodness, how did I miss this? Or this is a really great aha moment for me. When you see other people dropping the fire, it's an indication that, you know what, it's time to tune in. What exactly is that nugget? Okay. Feel free to share the nuggets when you get it. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to do for you guys. Okay, so go ahead, give me some fire. Go ahead and post some fire inside of the comments. Okay, I'm just going to be pulling up the comments really quick. Yep, there they are. All the comments are coming in. So great. All that great goodness that's happening here inside of the group. Okay, so awesome. All right. So much good stuff coming. All right, let me think here. If this is your first challenge, this course is not about just tips and tricks, okay? It is about actionable steps. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you the framework that all businesses use to sell their products online, and we're going to specifically talk about how to sell your artwork online, okay? So let me think here. Everything that we're teaching you, it's based on proven strategies that all businesses use. Nothing is based on theory. My name is Renauha. I'm so excited to be here. I love that I'm an artist, and I love that I get to work with insanely talented artists each and every day. This is what's so exciting about being here. I'm going to start by asking you guys a question, right? So when you first came in, I'm like, give us the like, the heart, the thumbs up. Let us know you're here. But I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? I want to know. Okay. In 3 words, why are you an artist? Okay. Go ahead and post them inside of the comments. I'm going to give you a minute because a lot of you have probably already commented on the post inside of the Facebook group. We asked that same question. Tell us in 3 words, why are you an artist? Okay, so I'm like watching I'm watching for the comments. This stuff is kind of crazy. Okay. It's kind of crazy stuff. So when I was reading through the comments, a lot of people say it's in my DNA. It's like the air I breathe, right? Go ahead and put in the comments. Why are you an artist? Tell us why. Okay. I just need to take a drink of water. Tell us why, out of all the careers, out of all the things that you could have chosen to do with your life, why are you so passionate about your art? Why is this what you've chosen to do with your life? So I'm starting, it's so freeing. Thank you. I saw Tracy wrote that. Love creating beauty. That's what Eva said. Lynn said, for my son. Okay, awesome. All this stuff is amazing. I love color. I love nature. We have so many reasons why we're artists. You guys check out the post that we put inside of the Facebook group if you want to read even more comments, because it's so important for us not only to share artwork with ourselves, it's also important for us to share artwork with the world. So keep them coming in. Create color, cake making. I love that. Hope, breath, love, because I love it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So let's keep them coming in. Okay. Keep them coming in. These are all amazing, super amazing stuff going on here, you guys. So here's one of the things that I get to do as an artist and as a business coach. Okay. Sometimes I have to ask some tough questions. Sometimes, I mean, that was a really easy question. And I'm so glad that you guys are chiming in, giving us all the reasons why you chose to be a professional artist. Okay. Why you chose to be an artist, right? And now I kind of have to ask maybe a little bit tougher question. And sometimes these questions don't make me very popular, but when I see there's a place where business owners and art business owners get stuck, it's my job to ask sometimes the tough questions. So I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to think about this. Do you want your art to be a business or a hobby? Let me say that. Do you want your art to be a business or an expensive hobby? Okay. So I know I've posted this question inside of the group, and it feels a little scratchy sometimes when you have to ask yourself sometimes these questions, but I'm going to tell you the clarity that happens when we actually start making a decision on how we want to use art in our life. Okay. I watch a lot of art businesses struggle because they try to straddle the line between a business and a hobby. And they have one foot like in this pool and they have another foot in this pool. Okay. So let me just tell you, I have a very expensive hobby. Do you guys have an expensive hobby? Post it in the comments if you have an expensive hobby. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's golf. Okay. Golf is a super expensive hobby. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I know when I'm choosing to go out on a golf event, I'm going to spend a couple $100s, if not a couple $1,000s. It just depends on whether it's a whole weekend. Is it one round of golf? Is it multiple rounds? I'm like, I already invested in the golf clubs, the cute little outfits. We're talking about golf carts. We're talking about golf balls. We're talking about dinner before, drinks during, dinner afterwards. It is an expensive hobby, but here's the thing. Okay. And back in when I was in my 20s, I had someone come to me because I was really good at golf. And they're like, why don't you teach? Why don't you offer lessons? And I had to make a decision whether I wanted golf for an income stream or I just wanted it as a hobby. And it just was one of those things that I really thought about. And I'm like, golf is something I just want to do to relax. Golf is something that I do for myself and I don't want to do it for anyone else. And so I have an expensive hobby. I want you to know that whether you are looking at your art and you're saying, you know what, I want my art to be a business or I want to keep my art as a hobby, it's a decision. It shouldn't be a default. That's what I want to really make the point here today. If you are looking at your artwork and you know that it has the ability to make income, then I want you, this is the thing. It's not about what your business is today. It doesn't matter if it's making money or not. Do you want it to make you money? Because here's the choice that I want you to make. Here's the first piece of clarity. Here's the place where I see so many artists getting stuck. Okay. Having a hobby is super important for happiness. Hobbies are great things. You should choose which hobbies that you want. Okay. Now, if you want your art to be a business, you're going to need to make a decision, because I love in one of the question streams inside of the group, someone's like, can it be both? Can it be both? And the answer is, I'm sorry, that's actually where we really get stuck. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. So if you want your art to be a business, you need to decide on whether you want it to create an income stream. The decision is yours, and there's no right or wrong answer. Okay. And then I want you to take the actionable steps that lead to the results that you want. Okay. Just like when you made the decision to get really good at your craft, you went all in. And when you make the decision to invest in creating an art business that provides significant income, you need to go all in. Okay. So here's the good news about our art business compared to building our craft. Building our craft means hours in our studios. We know that. You guys are here. You know that. The great news about building your business is because we're running it online, we have the ability to automate so many things and systemize so many things that it actually allows for us to have systems and tools to do the heavy lifting for us. All right. So let me address the question I had in the Facebook group where someone's like, well, can I have it for both? And I'm going to let you know, it's where I watch so many artists get stuck. So when we have like one foot, or we're swimming in one pool, which is, I want to be a professional business. That's what I want. We're over there doing the things we need to do. But if our other foot is still in the hobby pool, when things get tough in the business and you're like, wait, I have to talk to people to close like high ticket priced items. I don't want to talk to anyone. Then you go back to the hobby pool. Okay. You'll swim in the hobby pool for a while until people tell you, oh my gosh, your art's amazing. Why aren't you selling it? You'll be like, yeah, I should be over in the art business pool. And so then you'll jump back into that pool and you'll start dabbling and you'll start looking at what you need to do until things get a little bit tough, and you'll jump back into the hobby pool. What happens if you don't make a decision here? You will spend years dabbling, and you will spend years basically in inactivity. And that's what we don't want to have in our businesses. You could be like Mary, who's a gallerist who has sold hundreds of thousands of dollars of artwork in her galleries, but she's noticed there's a shift in the marketplace that's happening. She's recognizing something shifting, something changing. I'm not making as much money sending my artwork to other art galleries as I used to. And she's watching her friends really like rock it out in the online market. She knows her art is amazing, and she knows that her customers are here in the online market. Or you could be like Jules, who's saying, you know what, this was a lot like me. Okay. Jules, when he had to decide on what his college career was, he was in high school going, yeah, my parents, my counselor are telling me that art really isn't a really good financial decision. So I'm going to go and I'm going to move into the corporate world. I'm going to do something that I can support myself and my family. But yet art constantly tugged on his heart. And now he's like, I'm making a transition from the corporate world to being a full-time artist. And he's looking at his art business and he's saying, I want to bridge to the place I need to replace my corporate income, which is 6 figures and beyond. And I'm going to create the systems and the tools that do the heavy lifting so I can make that transition. Or you could be like Anna, who says, you know what? I was born to create. It's the air I breathe. It's in my DNA. I love it. It brings peace and love and joy to my life. I do it for myself and I do it for other people. Okay. So we just love, this is what we want for your business. Okay. We want more business awesomeness. You guys want more business awesomeness? Just say yes in the comments. Do you want more business awesomeness? Because imagine, this is where we're going to start thinking. Imagine what it would be like to have 6 figures in art income. Okay, let's do the math here. I'm going to do math. Today's a lot. This whole week is a lot about math. That means $8,000 a month coming in. What would you do with that extra money? I want you to write it in the comments. What would you do with the extra money you would make when you would transition and you would claim a business that allows for you to be in what we call the artist life? What does that mean for you? Reading the comments. Okay. I'm just waiting for some of those comments to come up. This is what it means. Okay. More possibilities. More possibilities. We want you to be able to live your artist life. I'm going to be talking a little bit later in the presentation and even over the next couple of days about what the artist life means to me and why I'm so passionate about it. So I'm retired and I love to paint. Fabulous. Okay. We can make some much extra cash when we're retired. I don't know. That sounds good to me. I'm moving into the place where my husband is talking about retirement. So absolutely, I'm setting up my business for that. Quit my corporate job. Okay. Years ago, I decided I was never going back to the corporate world. The freedom that's here is amazing. Stability. I mean, we have all of these passions. We have all of these possibilities that allow for us to rock it out here. Okay. You know what? Instead of fussing with my hair, I'm just gonna put it right up here. My hair isn't in my face. Okay. All right. This is what we know. You're an artist. You were placed on this earth to create. It is in your DNA. It's the air you breathe, right? We know that art is powerful. Art has the ability to make positive change in the world. Art has the ability to heal our hearts. It's physically healing. It can heal our bodies. And we also know that when other people view our artwork, they need our artwork too. They get the energy from our artwork. It is scientifically proven that our artwork gives these boosts of dopamine and it brings energy to the people who view our artwork. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start jumping on in to today's training. Remember, this is a free art sales course that we're providing over the next 3 days. I want you, if you haven't done it yet, okay, I'm going to give you a minute here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to make sure that you have your free workbook. If you don't have that yet, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can download it. But if you're like, oh, where did I print that out and put it, or where is that? I want you to grab that. I want you to find a comfortable spot in your studio or in your home. It's probably lunchtime for some of you. I also want you to grab a sandwich and a beverage so that we can just go ahead and dig on in. All right. Hey, everybody, this is the slide deck. Let me just go ahead and do this really quickly. Welcome, you guys. Super excited that you're here. Just kind of want to say, give us some fire. We're going to be jumping into that slide deck. We're going to start the training session and we're going to start digging into that simplest and fastest path to a 6-figure online business. Okay. I want you to know that the online market has become more sophisticated in the last 4 years. Okay, it's become a little bit harder to gain entry into the marketplace. But the great news is artists who have the sales and the tools and the strategies and the systems, they're rocking it out here. It's actually easier to make money when you have the tools. Just a couple of years ago, you could pop up a show here and there and you could close some serious sales. But now artists who are leveraging the power of the online market, using sales strategies and systems and tools are rocking it out. Okay, so every business that is moving online needs to have a system. Okay, they need to have the systems and the strategies and the tools. It's simply because of the enormous amount of potential that's here. There are billions of people who are online on a daily basis, and they are looking for artwork. Okay, so I wish this was as easy as saying, yep, no, your website's not working. Let's just change a few fonts. Let's put a few more images in it. But the reality is our artists' websites don't have the power to drive sales, not how they're set up currently. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to actually be talking about it at the very end of the presentation. We're going to do a quick, let's look at our websites. Let's talk about what needs to change on our websites in order to have it as a tool that drives sales. Okay, so there's also going to be a gift that's coming your way. We're going to talk a little bit more about it in a minute, but if you're here for the live session, you're going to be able to walk away with a gift during every single live session this week. Okay, so it is worth it if you're available during the live presentation, you're going to be able to get your hands on some really amazing tools and things that we are going to be delivering to you. I'm going to announce that gift at the end of the presentation. Okay. So we're going to blow your minds this week. Okay. Most artists aren't thinking about their businesses as sales machines. And there it is, which is just the truth. And here's the thing. Our art business can be set up as machines that actually the output is bigger than just the cash it provides. Okay. Our art businesses are also going to set us up as expertise in the marketplace. It's going to help us develop our know, like, trust factor with our beautiful future customers. It is about building confidence. Do you know what the best way to build confidence in your skill set? Sell some serious artwork, and it totally builds the confidence. It's also going to provide the freedom, the financial freedom, and it's also going to allow for you to live what we like to call the #artist life. There's the best news, guys. You don't have to go get an MBA. You don't need to be a business major in order to do this. You can learn how to sell your artwork online, even if you invested in an art degree. Okay, so it's not about it not being fair. It's about just going ahead and making sure you're doing the things you need to be doing so that your business is working for you. Okay, so let's go for it. Let's just go ahead and do it. You know what? Let me see here. Not yet. I'll do this in a minute. I was going to make the screen bigger. I will make the screen bigger in a couple more slides. This is what it's about. I want you guys to have the simplest and fastest path to a 6-figure art income. That is the goal for today's training. And this is what it looks like, right? Claiming the systems, the strategies, and the tools that do the heavy lifting of sales and marketing for you. Okay. Our businesses, we need to have half of the business, at minimum, half of the business is about creating our actual product. And the other half is about making sure that the front end of our machine is allowing for us to find our clients so that we can close more sales. Okay. This is what it feels like when you have the systems and tools. Okay. This is our challenge schedule. I want you to know that it's available inside of the workbook. We're going to talk about how you can get that workbook in just a minute. Okay, so the challenge is today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and we have a bonus day in there on Friday with a free laser focused coaching session. We are live every single day right here inside of the Facebook group during the challenge. That's Tuesday through Thursday. And then we're going to have a Zoom room meeting that is going to happen on Friday. And I'm going to keep you updated on how you can get your pass, that free pass for the laser focused coaching session. We're also provided a beautiful concierge for your challenge experience. Her name is Arty, and she delivers all of your reminders, your resources, your training, the replay links, everything that you need. When we're working with over 4,000 artists, you want to be able to get to everything you need really quickly. And she can even get you in touch with a live person. Okay, so we want you to know that she can do that for you as well. We have workbook and resources that are coming your way. The very first one, we did an early release. It came out on Friday, and Arty delivered that to you. If you didn't connect to Arty yet, okay, she works in Messenger. Okay, so if you're like, a lot of people are like, wait, it's just taking me to Messenger. You do need to have Messenger. So if you haven't loaded that on your app yet, make sure you load that into your tool. You do need to have Messenger in order to work with Arty, but she delivered it ahead of time. And if you still need it, okay, I want you to post the comments in the group. You're like, workbook, please. Okay, go ahead and put workbook, please. And Miss Dawn is here today. She is on Team Art Boss. She will deliver that link for you so that you can grab the workbook. Okay, so we also have a wonderful VIP experience. Okay, so for those of you who would like to have continued access, for those of you who would like to have a more personalized experience during the challenge, we do have a VIP upgrade. If you would like to join us in that, we'll share a little bit more about that with you later in the presentation. And just a quick reminder, every single day, if you attend live, we're going to be sending out a bonus gift to you. They're pretty crazy amazing. I can't wait to share today's. Okay, so here it is again. If you want to connect with Arty, it's really a great thing to have a really simple tool that is being proactive and delivering things to you before you need them. Make sure you connect here with Arty, the Art Bot, because she's going to make sure you're in the right place and you have everything you need to maximize results here. So my name, I know I've like introduced myself, but I really haven't introduced myself yet. I haven't told you a lot about me. I kind of feel like I'm getting to know you guys this week as you're posting comments and sharing your artwork in the group. But my name is Rana Uha. I love art. I love being an artist and I love talking about art business. I'll share more of my story during the week, but I just want to let you know I have tried all the different kinds of art income streams there are. Okay. Some I liked more than others. Okay. But what I want to really talk about today is my passion for art and all of my experiences along the way, including my MBA, including my work experience selling paper for international paper and selling concept testing has actually set me up to be able to like just dig into one of my superpowers. Okay. I'm just going to say it. I have this ability to take really big concepts like how do you sell your artwork online and break it into really simple components so that you can start diagnosing where the disconnect is in your businesses so that you can make sure that your businesses are creating the desired results that you want. I mean, literally, I said it before, I kind of done it all. I don't remember when I wasn't an artist, like raise your hand or say me. Yeah, it's totally me. I can't remember the first time that I like my first drawing. Like I just always was drawing. I remember, I mean, stories are still to this day about how I remember how you were always drawing. Remember that first dog that you drew. You must have been like 5 years old when you drew that puppy. Grandma still had that up on her wall like until the day she passed on. And so I was always in art classes. Then I was one of those people who, through my counselor and my super pragmatic parents, said, you just keep art as a hobby. We need for you to, realize you need to have a career that allows for you to make income. And so I did get a graphic design degree, but I went on to get my master's in marketing as well as market research. And I sold big ticket for a lot of large companies like International Paper, Ipsos, like worked for a lot of the big market research companies. But yet art always pulled me back. That's why I connect with Jules. Okay. Art always pulled me back. Whether I had a little tiny craft table inside of my bedroom while the kids were itty bitty, like they were sleeping in their naps right in the same room and I was crafting, whether I was creating artwork for like people who were just like, can you, at church or wherever, I was just always, I was always doing that. And when I made the decision and not to go back to the corporate world, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm just going to go ahead and create an art company. And I'm going to tell you that selling artwork is a heck of a lot harder than it was to be in the corporate world selling high ticket. And I'm talking high ticket is millions of dollars of paper and market research. Okay. So what I really started looking at. Okay. I want you to recognize this and claim this. Okay. You can have control over your consistent monthly income and you can leverage the power of the online market. I don't want you to spend decades dabbling like I did, okay? Trying to figure out what gallery to be in, what art show to be in, what grant to write, all the things, art licensing, worked in art licensing for a long time, had artwork at TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobbies, all those places. But when I actually took back the control of my full entire art business, that's when I literally, my art business blew up in a really great way. I started looking at the art market, okay, and I created a selling solution for artists that allow for you to start diagnosing what you need to do and start automating your businesses. And I want you to know this too, okay? All of the work that you've done so far, all of the work that you've done looking for galleries, looking for art licensing agents, looking for how to sell more at shows. Everything that you've done, all that work you've done is going to make your business move even faster when you move online, and your lead generation machine and your art business is going to make more money quicker because of all the work that you've done. Now, for those of you who are just starting out, who's going, well, great. I'm going to tell you that you're going to save years and years of dabbling. You're not going to have to go this on your own, and you're going to skip decades of trying to figure this out because you simply are starting out your business and building a system, the tools and the strategies. You don't have to wait for someone else to give you permission to display your artwork. You don't need to wait for permission to actually show up at an event and set up a booth. We can do all of this right here on the online market, and we can take back control. Okay, so super excited about all of this. And I want, just real quick, want to remind you, there's a huge gift headed your way on Thursday. It is worth thousands of dollars, and 3 people are going to walk away with this. So I'm just kind of want you to, that was a little reminder for me to plug that. Okay. So, all right, let's talk about this. According to the Harvard Business Review, 71% of the fastest growing businesses have a plan for sales. Okay. So what does that mean? Great. Okay. What does that mean? They have numbers. Okay. The very first thing over here on the right, numbers. Those businesses know their numbers, and they have a system that actually collects and measures their results. Okay. So number one. Number two, they have a tool. Okay. They have tools that automate the repeatable tasks that get us kind of stuck in our businesses. Okay. Let me go ahead and make this slide a little bit bigger so that you can see it. Okay. Number three, they have a team. They have a support team to guide them. And also they have a team that allows for them to not have to do those repeatable tasks. And those tools and those teams do the heavy lifting of those daily tasks. That is what that means. And I want to remind you, I've already said this, all of the work you've done so far, improving your craft, selling in galleries, selling at shows, taking courses, researching, testing out strategies, has set you up for quicker success, and your art sales machine will produce more money faster. Okay, so claim that win. This is what I promise. This is what I promise this week. Okay, I will deliver as much value as humanly possible in the 3 to 5 hours we're going to spend together this week. I will show you the exact selling system you need to close 6 figures online. And I'm going to tell you also offline. Okay. So you're going to also, once you have these systems, you're going to apply them to your art galleries and your art shows and your art licensing. I'm just going to tell you that the framework that I'm sharing is not based on theory. Okay. Everything has been tested and proven to work, and it works for all businesses. This week, I'm going to show you how to use it to sell artwork. This week is for you if you want to learn how to sell, and you know that the simplest and fastest way to learn a new skill is to just actually have someone else show you how to do it. Okay. Number two, this is for you. If you understand the value of community and accountability, the challenge is designed to keep you on track and get you to take action. This is for you if you are an action taker and you're going to be investing this week, the resources, okay? We're talking time right now. A lot of people are saying, it's free. Can you just deliver it to me later? I don't really feel like being here this week, okay? I want you to know that we are serious about getting you the results even here in our free zone where we want you to super thrive, okay? This isn't for you, okay? I just want to build a little bit of clarity here. This training, it probably isn't for you if you're just about tips and tricks, okay? Business owners invest thousands of dollars into building their businesses, whether it's an MBA program they have to purchase, or sales training, or access to industry experts for strategy and messaging and funnel building and ads, okay? This isn't for you if after this week of free training, you're going to be upset when you actually need more than just 3 to 5 hours to grow your business and run a 6-figure art business. I am going to offer you the opportunity, and you're going to make the decision whether you want to continue to work with us or take what we've taught you and go and ask Mr. Google. That is totally up to you. But if you're going to be upset that we are going to offer you the opportunity to continue to work with us, well, then I'm going to say, I'm just going to save you your time right now, and it's okay if you want to leave. Here are expectations of you. We're delivering a lot of content, a lot of value, and this is what I want you guys to give yourself permission to do this week. First of all, you may not have ever heard of some of these concepts. You might be still working with them and trying to figure them out. Please ask questions. We're going to be doing a Q&A session at the end of every single day and every single training. Ask questions. It might be the first time you ever thought of your business this way. Give yourself permission to step out and ask questions. You're not just going to serve yourself, but you're going to serve this whole community. Number 2, treat your business with the love and respect it needs to deliver 6 figures of art income for you. This is all based in action. The only way to get the results that you want are to take the steps that lead to those results. And this week is totally free. And I just want to kind of like, the expectation here is that you understand and you're not going to confuse free with no value. This week will help you uncover what you need to do to get the results and be on the fastest and simplest path to a 6-figure art income. Okay, so this is what we're going to be talking today. We're going to talk about sales funnels. I'm going to pop back over here for a minute because I'm doing this as I'm talking. Sales funnels, sales funnels. 4 years ago, this is all I was talking about. Okay. Sales funnels. And everybody's like, what's a sales funnel? And I'm like, a sales funnel is this amazing container that allows for us to drive sales. It allows for us to take our customers and go like this and walk them down the path to the sale. Sales funnels are amazing. Okay. We don't spend nearly as much time talking about sales funnels because you guys are pretty much savvy now on them. Okay. You know what a sales funnel is. It's not the first time you've heard it, but this is what we're going to be doing this week. We're going to actually take next steps and we're going to start building out sales funnels. So we're really creating sales funnel systems and the process for finding your beautiful, dreamy new clients from the millions of buyers who are waiting for you to find them. Okay. So this beautiful little colored image of a funnel represents the art sales industry. Okay. That's what it represents. We're not going to spend a ton of time here yet because this is what we're going to be unpacking for the rest of the week, but let's do it. Okay. We're taking from the very top of our sales funnel, the 8 billion people who live in the world. Okay. There's no way we can fly to everyone where in the world. We can't talk to every single person who lives here. Okay. That's okay. We don't have to. We're actually going to use and leverage the power of the online market, social media, and the places where our dreamy new clients hang out online. And it actually takes those 8 million people and reduces it to a slightly more manageable amount of people, 2 billion people. Still, we couldn't possibly talk to 2 billion people if we even talk to them every single day for the rest of our lives. We can never talk to everybody. And that's okay as well. Because what we're going to be doing over the next couple of days, we're going to talk about how we actually move down to the purple part of this diagram and we start talking about leads. We're actually going to automate everything above where we start looking at taking the 2 billion people and getting down to where we have 200, 500, maybe 1,000 people that we need to be having in our lead bucket every single month. Okay. Then we're going to run our sales system because the reality here is for many art businesses and art business owners, you need to only find 1, 2, 5, maybe 10 clients every single month. And that is amazing news because I guarantee you that your people are in this sales funnel. Okay, we're going to use the Art Boss formula in order to make all of this happen. We're going to use the Art Boss formula. So let's go ahead and dig into that Art Boss formula. Here it is. It's the Art Boss formula, your 6-figure art business system. And we're going to break it apart into 5 components. And this is what allows for us to start diagnosing the disconnect. When things aren't working, we now have the ability to look at subsets and areas to make sure that everything is aligned and your entire sales system is working. Okay, so here we go. First thing, number 1, build a container. Okay, well, I'm going to pop back here because I want to look at you. Okay. You need to have a container to hold your leads. You have, and we're going to talk a second about the difference between followers and leads. Okay. Followers are not leads. Let's talk about it. Followers are people who have control and they can step in and they can check out your artwork anytime they want to. It's like they're going to wake up in the morning and they're going to be like, oh, I need to go check out Ren's artwork today. And I'm going to go, wait, where's her website? Where's her? Oh, and I just wake up thinking about Ren. Okay. It typically doesn't happen. It just doesn't typically happen. So we have to actually have leads, and leads are when we have the ability to do outbound marketing and we have the ability to actually see who is getting ready to purchase our artwork. If we only have followers and we're like, oh, our website gets 15,000 hits a month, but you don't know their names, they're not leads. Okay. If you have their names, but you don't have the ability to actually reach out and talk to them, they're still not leads. Okay. So you have to know who they are. And we have to have containers. We're going to need 2 containers. We're going to talk about these containers tomorrow in more detail. You have to have a social media container and you have to have an offline container. All those beautiful email addresses that you're collecting, you need to have them in one place where you can start actually being in someone's universe more than just in social media, but also online in social media and offline in your email. Okay, so it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So container, number 1. Let's go ahead and pop this a little bit bigger so that you can see it again. Number 2, collect. Well, where is it? Boop, collect. You have to collect leads. Leads are not free. It takes time and resources, and it's going to take money to find your ideal client. Okay. The best news we're going to talk about tomorrow is some of our artists are finding leads for 29 cents. Okay. That's pennies. That's pennies. You have to always be filling that funnel. Let's go back here. You always have to be filling the funnel and finding the leads. This always has to be growing right down here. This purple part always has to be growing. Because if you keep trying to sell to the same people over and over, your business will stop growing and it'll eventually just kind of stop. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the tools you need, because this is the most beautiful part about collecting leads. It is the first place in our art businesses that we can start automating, totally taking those tasks off of our plate, never again having to worry about where your next sale is coming from, because your business system is automatically collecting leads while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, while you're hanging out with your kids. Okay, so super important part of your business, and you can't stop doing it. You have to, and it needs to be automated. You can do it all manually if you want to, you can, but the reality is we have these beautiful tools that don't even, like, once you get them set up, they're constantly running and they're just so beautiful. Number 3, we have to connect with our leads. We have to give our leads everything they need to know so that when we make our offers, they say yes. It's really a beautiful thing. Okay. So I watch so many businesses out there doing heavy lead generation, and then they never talk to them. We're going to walk through the strategies and the automation tools that are available to you so that you can be connecting with your leads. This is the big watch out here. Well, here's what I've seen. When people get short on time, this is the part of their business they stop doing. And they're like, yeah, no, I don't have time to post. I don't have time to talk to people. They just find leads and then they go out there and they try to make sales. And they just show up like salesy weirdos, right? Like as my friend Molly Mahoney says, they just kind of show up like a salesy weirdo. It's like, hey, here's my art. You want to buy it? Oh, really? How much do you want to pay for it? Okay, well, how much? Like, is there any amount you would pay for it? That's like salesy weirdo. When we create the connection process, the nurturing strategies, when we take the time to get to know our leads, not the world, just our leads, what ends up happening is we start closing more and more sales because our future clients get to know us, they start trusting us, and they love us. Okay, so that know like trust factor goes to the know love trust factor. The next part of your formula, of your business system, is you have to be closing sales. This is one of those things I've watched people build their lead list. They're amazing nurturers. They love talking to their audience, but they never make offers. Okay, let me say that again. They never make offers. They never go out and is like, would you like to work with me? Would you like to purchase? They never make offers. And here's what ends up happening. When you're really good at lead collection and you're really good at nurturing, someone else is going to swoop in and make an offer. And that other person's going to be like, that was the easiest sale I've ever made in my whole entire life. And you're going to be like, I know, because I did all the heavy lifting. I did all the work. Okay. So we need to make sure that we have the full entire system. You can't skip these. Okay. So many of the businesses that I look at, there's usually one part or two places where people are skipping. They're just like, I'm out there posting my artwork everywhere on social media and no one's buying, you're only trying to close and you're skipping all of the rest of the system. And the final part of the whole entire formula is automating. Okay, so we need to get our business up and running. We need to have a container. We need to collect the leads, connect with those leads, close those leads. And when our system is running, we start looking for the first places that we can, those repeatable tasks that we can start automating. Okay, and that beautiful first place is usually right here in your lead collection. This is Alyssa. Alyssa posted in our social media. She shared this with us and she said, you know, I just want to share a moment of gratitude. She's like, thank you for, like, we have a huge team that works here with our art bosses, Miss Shauna and myself. She's like, she didn't always believe that she was going to be able to do this. And she never really understood the power of the community. She's like, there was a time when I couldn't even see a way into being a full-time artist. And now I'm starting to get that this is really possible. Being in this program brought me a new level of being completely empowered and unstoppable. And she goes on and she starts talking about how she shifted from a belief system of scarcity to one of abundance. And she's rocking it out. It's not that she doesn't have a skill set. Look at her skill set. She's amazing. She just needed the systems and the tools that allowed for her to manage her business in a way that she's like, I can see the path here. Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit more. So here it is. Okay, I just shared with you the whole entire Art Boss formula. Okay, that's today's. We're not done with training. We're still going to talk about websites. We're still going to do some work, but I want to show you what we're going to be doing over the next couple days. Okay, let me go back to Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I'm showing you the whole entire formula. Okay, you have everything you need, but if you want to know how to collect the leads, wrong way, sorry. If you want to know how to collect the leads and how to connect, that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going to be breaking apart the formula and how to collect and connect leads. And then on Thursday, we're going to start talking about closing your leads and automating your process. Thursday is pretty amazing. You don't want to miss Thursday. Like, a lot of big stuff happening here. We're going to be giving away some huge bonuses in the building a container, collecting. I'm also going to tell you in the connecting part, 3 people are going to walk away with bonuses that are worth thousands of dollars. There it is again, bonus Thursday. Okay. And everyone who attends the live training is going to have access to a gift and to additional content that is really about taking the knowledge you have today and moving forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we're gonna talk just for a second. The container and the tools. Okay, let's talk about the container for just a minute. We're gonna really be talking way more about this on Thursday. But I want you to know, if you don't have tools that do automated lead connection, come on Thursday. We're gonna really dig into that. If you don't have tools that help you with automated marketing campaigns, that means email and social media campaigns that are automated, that look at this next guy, automated tracking, that actually allows for you to track and see who is getting ready to purchase. Anytime you're working in the online market and someone pushes a button on their computer, you can track that action. And then automated sales and delivery as well. Okay, we can have products that allow for us to walk people. We're going to talk about down the path to the sale and close sales automated right inside of our tools. We use this beautiful tool called the Champagne Room. If you've been around for a while, you know I'm obsessed. I'm totally obsessed with the Champagne Room. Everything we need is all in one place. You can piecemeal this stuff all together. You don't have to use the Champagne Room, but I'm a totally cheaper free girl. If Miss Shauna's here today, she's one of our coaches. She's known me for a while. She'd be like, yep, Karen's cheaper free kind of girl. I'm going to tell you that this tool saved me thousands of dollars every single month in running my art businesses. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump on into a Q&A session. So let me do this for a second. I want to pop back here. Okay, we're going to move into a Q&A, and I want you to put a Q in front of your question. So I have my device right here, and I can see your questions and when they'll come up on the screen. We've had a lot of comments. You do not want me to start from the beginning of the comment stream because it would take forever and I just would be reading comments. So put a Q in front of your question. And as they come in, I'm marking the time right now. It is, well, I'm going to try to mark the time. It's 1:52. Okay, so I'm marking the time. I'll look there. Okay. I want you to start posting your questions inside of the chat stream, inside of the comments. Okay. There's Shauna's here. She's like, yep, she's cheaper free. That's the kind of girl I am. I want you to just go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to pop back in really quick and share with you a few more things before I answer those questions. Okay. So I'm going to give you some time to post them. If you did post a question earlier in the presentation, please just repost it for me so that, because there's no way that we're going to be able to go hunt for those. Okay. So part of what we do in the challenge is provide some actionable steps and provide some accountability and really get you into an action taking mode. So this question will be posted at 2 p.m. I have it posted inside of the Facebook group going out at 2 p.m. Arty's going to remind you and give you a link to it so you don't even have to go hunt for it. But I want you to think about this. What would you love to happen in your business this year? Okay, what would you love to happen in your business this year? It's a super important question. And those of you who have worked with us before know it's the first question that I'm going to ask you when we first start working together. Okay, so super important. All of Team Art Boss is reading your answers. We're going to be responding. So if you put your answer inside of that Facebook post, we're going to answer. We're not just going to leave it hanging there. Okay, but this is what we want to know. What do you want to happen in your art business this year? And I'm also going to give you a hint. If you have a sales goal, a monthly sales goal, it'd be really good to put inside of the answer as well. And you know what? Just live the dream and don't be afraid that a sales goal is too high. Okay, go for it. Go for it. We also have a VIP experience. Okay, so I think, yeah, it's down on the label at the very bottom here. We are providing the opportunity to get additional support and help from Team Art Boss this week. Okay, so it is an upgrade. Let's talk a little bit about what comes with the upgrade. Here it is. This is the link again. Dawn, would you, if you're still here, would you go ahead and drop the link for the VIP upgrade? It'll be a hyperlink that's going to be sitting inside of the chat, or Shauna or someone who, or even Nick, if you're here, to go ahead and drop the links to that. I want you guys to see what comes with it. Okay, I knew I'd need my glasses for something in here, so I'm going to be pulling them off. I want to just walk you through really quickly what's included in your VIP pass. Now, everything is free this week, but if you would like additional support in some of the things that we actually work on next, this is an amazing deal. Okay, so your VIP pass gives you extended access to all the training. All this training will come down on July 31st, but you'll have access for the whole month of August. Okay. You're going to get a 14-day free trial in the Champagne Room if you would like to check out that Champagne Room for free. You get sales tool checklists. There are multiple of them. You're going to get access to the Featured Artist program for 1 month. It's access to over 30,000 pre-qualified art buyers that I have found for art businesses for artists over the last 4 years. Okay. So there's a really specific way that we go about getting you access to those 30,000 plus. I mean, I think we might this month be already at 35,000 people. You're also getting the signature offer training. You'll understand more on Thursday, the importance of the signature offer. It's about getting clarity on the product that you're taking to the marketplace. If one of your questions during the Q&A session is going to be like, I don't know if I have the right price for my product, you're going to want this. Okay. You're also going to get 30 days of posts that convert. That's 1 month of posts that are already pre-written for you. They're awareness content that you can just use right now and put in your social media. You're also getting 50 lead magnet ideas, as well as a private Zoom room built training session. Okay, so there's actually 2 training sessions. I missed the one on top. There's a private training session for your signature offer, and there's another one to build out your business plan. Okay, so amazing stuff here. This is about $1,500 worth of value. It's $37. Okay, so $37, and it allows for you to continue your growing and your information and learning and gain confidence in the marketplace. So I just wanted you guys to know that that is available. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to go up and look for the cues. Okay, so let me go ahead and just pop over here. Okay, keep them coming. I'm now like looking for the cues. Awesome. Thank you, Shauna. Post your questions with the Q in front of it. Okay. Aside from the champagne room, are there other apps, tools that we need to investigate and purchase? Okay. So I love the champagne room because everything is contained inside of that champagne room. Yeah, I love it for that. I will be honest, I use Canva. Canva is an extra tool. So there will be some things like that, but other like any tools to run your business, that's a really great question. They're all sitting inside of there. We're actually going to break it apart. I'm going to show you. It has a CRM. It has your email delivery system. It has your funnel builder. It has your calendars. It has your schedulers for social media. Okay. Social media scheduling is kind of rocky right now with Facebook not letting third party doing posting and stuff like that. But okay, it's available in there. It has Chat GPT. It has a lot of stuff in there. There are I can think the only tool that I have to buy outside of that is Canva, which has a free zone. I just like their paid zone, and Zoom, which again has a free zone, but I do use their paid zone, and then StreamYard, okay, which is optional. So great question. All right. Let's see here. On average, how much money does it take up front? 0. Everything's free this week. Everything's free this week. I'm going to show you everything that you need for free this week. Okay. How long did it take to launch from launch till you started to see interest in sales? Okay. So let's talk more on Thursday about that because I want to show you what it means to launch. Okay. We're going to show you how to collect your leads, how to connect with your leads, and how to close your leads. And then we're going to be able to, I would love to ask you more questions about your current business. But yes, we see artists who actually, and I'm going to also say, do you want to learn how to do all this on your own, or do you want Team Art Boss to build it all for you? Okay. So that I need to know some more answers before I tell you how long. Obviously it's faster when someone like Katie, who's a funnel master, is building your funnel for you. It's just going to only take a couple days versus I watch artists try to build their funnels on their own. It can take 6 months, even though all the training is there and the support, when they actually just have to find the time to do it. Okay. So great question. I don't currently own a business. Okay. I don't see question though. I don't currently own a business and put my work on Facebook and have sold my artwork through Facebook. Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Okay. What is the champagne room? We're going to talk more about the champagne room on Thursday, and we're going to dedicate the whole day on Friday for the laser focus coaching so that you can see behind the scenes. Okay. And you're going to be able to see a lot behind the scenes. Will this only work for 8K businesses? Okay, Miss Tracy, I need to know. Let me ask you this. Tracy's like, will this only work for 8K businesses? Tell me what your sales goal is. Okay, because the framework that we use to sell artwork online is to help businesses scale to 6 figures and beyond. Okay, so if you're on the beyond side, the answer is yes. And if you're on the up to 8 figures, then you choose your sales goal. Okay, so I'm not really sure what side of the 8K you're planning for. So it would be good to know that. And we can talk more about that during laser focus coaching. All right. And I post my art on social media and always get lots of positive comments. Amazing. You're stopping the scroll. People are visually dining on your artwork for free. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Is this an opportunity to capture the lead? Yes. Yes, it is. That's exactly what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Okay. So I don't want to blow all the fun stuff for tomorrow, but people are visually dining on our artwork. We don't have the tools to collect their names because we simply aren't using the tools to collect their names. So that's exactly what we do here. We stop the scroll with our artwork and we start collecting leads. Great question. Michelle, is a container like Constant Contact? Constant Contact is an email delivery system. So we can talk more about the difference between that. I'll ask you, do you have Constant Contact? Do you like it? Is it closing sales for you? If it's not, let's talk about putting everything all in one place and allowing for your whole entire tool set to really talk to one another. Okay. This is a great question. How much time on average does it take for an art to start making money? Okay. And this is what I'm going to go back to. We talked about this already. Okay. I want you to give your art business as much love and respect as it needs to deliver a 6-figure art income. And you can do this. Okay. Sometimes just simple shifts. And I'm thinking of someone like Esther, who's like, she came to one of the training classes. The very next day, she closed a $1,500 sale. I was like, holy camole. Okay. Now, that's not 6 figures. That's the first sale. That's the first sale. So it really depends on you. Okay. It really depends on you. I also talked about how if this is the first time you've ever thought about selling your artwork versus you've been doing it for years, the more work you've done, the faster this is going to go for you. So great question. Can I avoid doing commissions and still be successful? Yep. Yeah, you can. Let's dig into that more, like on Thursday and Friday. Do I need a website? Ooh, that's a great question. I'm going to put your answer on hold because the second part after the Q&A, I'm going to do some training on a website and whether you need one or not. So great question. Thank you, Kathy, for asking that. Please tell me how to get the workbook. If you haven't, Dawn or Shauna, could you post the link to the workbook? Vanessa, earlier in the presentation, like way back at the top of the hour, we did post the link to get that workbook. Miss Kayla, I love it. It's not a question. Congratulations, girlfriend. I use Facebook and Instagram. What email provider would you suggest to get email addresses? Yes, inside of the Champagne Room, it's free. You don't even have to pay for email providers. Again, we're going to talk more about the Champagne Room on Thursday. It's a big, beautiful tool, and it's amazing. Okay, so again, I'm a cheaper, free kind of girl, and I'm going to tell you that the Champagne Room has saved me $1,000 a month in my tech cost. Okay, kind of crazy. All right, what kind of initial upfront finances is needed to be successful for this method? Miss Jasmine, why don't you go ahead and just kind of put on your calendar. I'm going to open up a book a clarity call on Thursday, and we'll take a look at your art business, where you are today, how much work you've done. We're going to look at your current selling system, and then I can answer that with more definitive answer. Okay. What's a container? If you haven't watched, I spent probably a good 5-10 minutes on explaining what a container is. Just rewatch this presentation, and I'm going to also let you know, okay? Give yourself permission not only to ask questions, but also to rewatch this training. It may be the first time that you've thought about your business this way, and that's okay. Go ahead and rewatch the training. So we're gonna, and then again tomorrow, we're gonna talk more about how you put leads into your containers. All right, I'm popping up, still some more cues. If someone wants to buy your work on NFT Marketplace, do you trust this order? What do we do? Okay, so I just want to put out there, there is inside of my personal profile, I want you to follow me on my personal profile. Go ahead and do that, okay? So it's at Ren Auha. Okay, so go ahead and follow me there. I think about a week ago, I talked about some of the common scams that are out there. Okay, NFT is a big red flag. I'm just going to say it doesn't mean that everyone who wants an NFT is a scam. But if you don't do NFTs and people are asking you to, it's a big watch out. So here's what we do inside of our program. Okay, we work with artists and we help them vet new leads. Okay, too many people have come to me and said, I lost so much money and I was scammed because someone wanted to buy my artwork. They were overseas. They were the NFT, their wife was sick. They could only send a money order, blah, 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 right? So we work together. We have a full system to vet opportunities like that because sometimes they're real. And I'm going to tell you more than often they're real. It's actually how I found 2 of my art licensing agents but I had to vet them first. I couldn't just I had to vet them. So if I would have walked away from those, I would have walked away from thousands of dollars and having my artwork distributed across the world to TJ Maxx. Okay. So just a fun little thing to think about. But we do want to work with you in order to help you vet those clients. And that's what we offer inside of our program. If you would choose to work with us or not, it's totally up to you. Do I need my website in place to start this process? So again, I'm going to postpone the website question just for a second. Arlene, I see that you have that. Okay. But I want to postpone it for just a second because we're going to do a little bit additional training. 10K a month. Woohoo. I love it. I think that's when I was asking what you wanted to be making. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, I'm coming to the end. Does your business promote the sale of our paintings and prints for a cause? How do taxes work for sales? Okay, you'd be perfect candidate for the VIP upgrade because we have the signature offer. Let's see who that was. It's a great question. Rhonda. Okay. There's 2 questions in here. Number 1, our signature offer training is included in the VIP offer. It's about getting your product ready and making sure that it's the product you're taking to market is a viable and strong product. Okay. We answer questions like tax questions in there. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, you have to pay taxes. I wish we didn't, but we do. Number 2, do we promote art? We have the featured artist program. Remember, that's a part of the VIP upgrade as well. We connect all of the art lovers that we find here in the Art Boss formula with the artists who are looking to connect with the art lovers. Okay, so I think that would be a really great idea for you. So Patty Woods, I think I've already purchased this before. I'm not sure what you're referring to, what this is. So if you wanted to post another question, because I don't know what this is. Miss Patty Woods, yeah, I'm like not familiar with your name, so we don't work together. We don't work together, but what product? Okay. Which social media platform is the best to start? That's Deanna. I did a full Facebook Live on last Wednesday, and it talked about how to choose a social media platform for your business. So if you just pop into the Art Boss Formula Facebook group, every single week I provide free training on all of the things that people ask about, right? And I just gave you a really nice checklist that helps you understand, how do you pick the platform for your art business? Okay, so beautiful checklist. Oh my gosh, we got tons of questions here. Okay, your opinion, best platform. Okay, for high ticket sales. Okay, again, grab that training. It was last Wednesday, so 1 week ago, right? So I can't remember what that date would have been like the 17th or something. Yes, there are replays. I know sometimes people are like, I had to stop off. Will there be a replay? Yes, there will. Will I be able to do this with an iPad? And tell me what you mean by this. If you mean run a 6-figure art business, we recommend that the tools that we use need to be on a desktop. Annie Hunt. I know what I want to do, but no idea where to start. Okay, so but something is stopping me. Can you help? Yes, we can. We can. I want you to watch the rest of this Art Boss Challenge and then grab a call with me. I have a website. I've never sold anything, only selling through Facebook. Pam, I'm looking for should I move? Okay, this is another website question. I'm going to answer it like website questions next. Okay, I think we're coming. Well, I don't know if we're coming to the end. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going for as long as you guys are going. Okay. But I'm going to be giving away a gift in a minute. Like after we're done with all the Q&A session, I'm going to be giving away a gift. We're going to be talking about your websites. Okay. So even if you don't have a website, this is going to be really useful information. All right. How many pieces in my portfolio should I have to start? I'm going to be covering that in the next couple of days as well. In my second year as a business, lots of expenses, sales from shows are unpredictable, but commissions are up. You mean your own art commissions. Perfect. Congratulations. That's amazing. Who is this? This is Giving Brush. Make more consistent income. Social media is a lot of work. Can I increase my sales online? Yes. You're set up perfectly to rock it out in the online market. Oh my gosh. All of the experience, all of the work you're currently doing is set you up for faster and quicker success. Like I love saying that line. Can you tell? Can you tell? Okay. Will you be doing a website critique this week? Stay tuned for some more information on the gift. Okay. Inventory. Yes, we're going to talk about inventory. That'll be tomorrow. I'm like going, it's an endless sea of cues. I love this. Let's keep going. Okay. Is selling on Etsy okay? Tell me, I want to ask you, tell me why you like selling on Etsy. I think that was Wendy. Tell me why, like, pop it in later. Okay. I mean, Etsy's okay. I don't want to be competing with a million other artists. If I'm spending all this time finding leads and driving them to a purchase, I don't want some other company going, oh, I have 6 other artists who have artwork with the same color scheme. Would you like to buy them instead? I'm driving traffic to your location. You should not take away my sale. But personal, just personal. Can you? For sure. It's not my favorite thing to do. Anyone who starts trying to take away my sale because they're going to try to underprice me, then I'm not going to work with them. Just personal opinion there. Does this work best for original art or prints? Both. Crafts, functional art, both. My pieces are one of a kind. I love that. How do you deal with overwhelm and all the things it takes to run a business? Get the tools that allow for you to claim back your time, start automating your business, and grab a team of people who know how to do it for you. That's how I deal. That's how I deal with overwhelm in my businesses. I run several businesses and I use the tools and the team. Doesn't mean I have full-time employees or that I have to worry about paying all that. We can do this really simply and really easily. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Perfect question. How many hours a week should you dedicate to marketing versus time creating the studio? Okay, that's a great question. Again, we're going to go back to the beginning when I said, treat your art business with the love and respect it needs to deliver a 6-figure art income. Depending on how long you've been working on your business, the answer is going to be different for every single artist. Okay, we'll talk more about that. Grab a call with me. If you really want me to start looking at your business and where it currently is, we'll map out your sales process. We'll look at how much work you have to do to build it before we start talking about how many hours. Here's the end goal. Okay, we're going to talk more about this on Thursday. The end goal is 15 to 20 minutes daily non-negotiables. With when you're running high-end selling events, it's a lot more time. Okay, so if you're doing maybe 3 selling events a year, you're all in. The rest of the time, your systems are doing the heavy lifting for you. 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, that's our goal. That's our goal. That's not the starting point. That's our goal. All right. Great question. Thank you, Jasmine. Okay. Yes, we're going to talk about this. Okay. So we have John. We have a team of people. If you would like for us to set up your business systems for you, but I want you to see what it is. Okay. I want you to come in tomorrow. I want you to see what you're building. And if you want us to show you how to build it or you want us to build it for you, that's what we're giving you the opportunity. We have 2 options. We have a do-it-yourself package and we have a done-for-you package. Okay, so do you know what the best websites for artists are? Yes, your own. I want you to have a business that is set up and thriving and you don't have to compete with anyone else. Okay. We want you to be able to, run a 6-figure art business and not compete with anyone. Okay. So I'm like thinking I'm getting to the end of the cues, but I'm not. Venmo and PayPal. There's not really a question. Yes. You're going to need someone to take payment for you. And the VIP upgrade is just $37, period. Someone's like, is that per month? No, one-time fee. Okay. You'll have access to everything for the whole month of August. That's all right. Someone's like, no, I meant VIP. Perfect. Okay. All right. Okay, so we are coming down to the last set of cues. Okay. Um, will this program be good for me if I want to get into paint parties? So at the very beginning, we talked about who this is for. Okay, so it is for artists, teachers, instructors, yoga teachers, any creative practices, and really this is the system that I use and help other non-business owners run their businesses as well. So absolutely yes, okay, you can run paint parties. All right. Okay. Super exciting stuff here. Let me take this and put it back on top of my head so that we can jump back in and we can start talking about websites. Okay, amazing questions. Okay, I'm here for as long as you need me on these days, on these training days. Really, the training is right about 45 minutes to an hour. Q&A sessions can eat up more of that time, but I want to get you the clarity that you need. Okay, this is about getting access to the industry strategy coaches, the content creation coaches, the Facebook Live camera ready coaches that are here, the Facebook ad manager coaches. We want you to be able to ask those questions. Oh, the champagne room coaches that are here too. We want you to be able to ask questions, and we're going to always we're going to show you what the framework is so that you can make a decision on your business. Okay, so awesome. Let's go ahead. Let me pop this back up really quickly, and we're going to just take a little bit of time and talk about what is your biggest question about selling online. Okay, I kind of already know the answers to this, and this, I'm going to be honest, it's a little bit of a leading question, but go ahead and pop in the comments. Even though we're sitting here, go ahead and pop in the comments if you have any other big questions about selling online. We typically reach out even after this training. We'll still answer questions inside of the question stream. But I know that one of the big questions is, do I need a website? I have a website, but it's not converting. Is there some way I can get a website audit? Is there, these are the things that we know that artists, we've been told this. I'm going to pop back over here. Okay. We've been told this for years. Okay. And it's not like untrue, but the way that the business or the online industry has changed, there's some major shifts that have happened. Okay. We've been told the only way you can sell artwork is to have an art website. Okay. And then we were told it has to look a certain way. And that's right there. It doesn't need to look like the traditional, I call it a horizontal website. It's where we have the about section, we have the shop, we have the contact, we have the buy now page. Like it's horizontal, right? It's a page and you click on across the top as a little cart and we build it out, right? Or we pay someone to build it out. The reality is our traditional websites don't have the power to drive sales. Those traditional high-end, super sexy, that's what I call them. The traditional high-end, super sexy artist website does not have the power to drive sales. It is more like a brochure. Okay. Doesn't mean that they're not helpful. Brochures are lovely. But if you're looking for a tool that drives sales, those websites aren't driving sales. And so that's what we're gonna be just looking at really quickly. I'm gonna help you unpack this. Okay. We're gonna start giving some insight here. All right. So this is your beautiful, super sexy, high-end website, right? Just representation of that. But in reality, this is more what it looks like. We set it up. It's all beautiful. We pay money or we spend years trying to figure out how to build it on our own. Or maybe we're just lucky we're super techie and we could do it on our own for no money and just a little bit of time. But we get it and we launch it and we throw it into the world and it just kind of floats out there in the universe. And it's just floating. And we might go, oh, I had 800 visitors this month, but we don't know who they are. They might be like, yep, I spent all this time and money and now I don't even know how to get people to look at it, right? How do I get people to look at it? I send way more people than 800 people to see it. What do I do? Okay. Just floating out there in the universe. So let's go ahead and you're just waiting for someone to find it. That's kind of what most high-end super sexy websites do, just kind of out there floating. So let's apply the Art Boss formula to this. Let's kind of talk through it a little bit. Okay. traditional websites are just not set up to drive sales. Okay, that's okay. It's a tool, it's an asset. And so if you have one, we're going to use it. But if you don't have one, we're going to build a website that drives traffic and drives purchase. Okay, so period. Okay, let's talk about it. The traditional, and let me look here again. This is what we're talking about. The traditional, horizontal, high-end, super sexy website, the one that has every single picture of every single piece of artwork we've ever created, has a cart, and like I have an e-commerce site. It's amazing, but I don't sell on it. Okay, that one. Okay, that's the one I'm talking about. It's more horizontal. Okay, so let's break this apart and let's grab this. Right? People are like, it's my container. No, it's not a container. It is a brochure. It doesn't contain or keep any information about your clients. All it does is act as something that your future clients, if you're lucky enough that they stop there long enough and they don't get confused, that they may like have more awareness about you. It's an asset and a tool that we can use. It is not a container. Okay. Even if you have one of those little pop-ups that say, subscribe to my newsletter, that is that right there. It's not until they put it inside of your email delivery system that you have a form of a container. Okay. Number two, everybody's like, well, I use it to collect leads. I'm like, no, you don't. You use it and you send your leads there. It doesn't collect leads. You have to have leads first, and then you send them to your website. It's where I connect with my leads. And I'm going to say, yeah, we could probably take that little X off of there. And you could say, because it's an asset and it's a brochure, it is one of the tools that you can use to connect with your beautiful leads and give them everything they need to say yes. But the reality is, when it's the only tool we use and we send them there, and then they poke around and they pop around from page to page, and then they get confused and they get overwhelmed. And then they're like, I'll look at this later, and they never come back. Okay. It is just not currently set up to actually drive sales. Okay, good news here. Good news. You're like, I use my website to close my sales. And I'm going to say, let's reframe this. Having a payment portal on your website is not closing sales. It's simply a way to take payment. It's a very different. Okay, so closing sales is an active process. Taking payment is just having something like PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, something on the backside to take payment. And everybody's like, well, my website's automated. No, it's built, but it doesn't have the ability, the traditional, again, I'm going to pop back here, really clarity. The traditional website that we're all used to building it doesn't have the ability to be automated. It can sit inside of your automated systems. So for those of you who already have websites, it's great news. You're ahead. Okay. If you don't have a website yet, I'm going to show you how to build one that actually drives traffic. Okay, so let's go for this. We're going to start wrapping this up. Okay, we can update our websites to drive traffic through the use of sales funnels. That's it. And sales funnels. That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, and how we find leads, connect with the leads, close the leads, and automate. Okay, so yes, we're going to be using websites. We can set them up they're super easy to set up when you're setting up a sales funnel. And I'm going to talk about the difference just really quick. This is kind of a little bit of bonus training. Remember, the traditional, horizontal, super sexy, right, high-end websites that confuse our customers. They look at all our artwork. They go, oh, I'll look at it later. Oh, I like this one and this one and this one, but I don't know which one. And there's no one to talk to, and there's no path to the sale. Okay. With our funnels, they're vertical. You're going to start noticing the difference. Just this training this week is going to help you go, this is a sales funnel. Okay. This isn't just a website. This is a sales funnel. They're actually vertical. They drive purchase behavior. When someone clicks on a button, they get information that they need, and it drives to an ultimate sale. Gorgeous, beautiful, very easy to set up, especially when you have folks like Katie Ford, who builds them right here with our art bosses. Okay, so super excited to be able to do that. Let's just kind of close this out and talk about your gift. Okay, let's talk about your gift. I want you to put hashtag gift inside of the stream if you would like, if you're interested in this. Okay, this is actually for, let's see here. This is actually for folks. I don't have any more slides. This is for people who have websites. If you would like to have a website audit we can give that to you. Okay. And actually, instead of doing that, because I'm looking at my notes, we actually already have the hyperlink there. Dawn or Nick or Shauna, could you grab the gift for today and put that link inside of the stream for us? It's a hyperlink. It's going to take you to how do you set up your website in a way that allows for you to attract your ideal clients. Okay. So it's like a full website audit. Okay. It goes all the way from like, what should it look like branding, all that kind of stuff, all the way through sales funnel. Okay. It's a beautiful website audit that you guys have access to. If you don't have a website yet, but you just think it'd be kind of cool, grab it. You're here. Okay. Grab it. So that was the end of the slide presentation. We want you to be able to take what you're learning and apply it. Don't forget to do your questions. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be right on back here. Okay. And we're going to be digging into lead generation. My friends, automating that. Okay. It is the biggest time zapper out there. And if you're not leveraging the power of automating it, you're not going to be able to be in your studio, right? Like here we go. Yes, you can. Okay. You can automate your lead generation really simply. We can get those lead generation machines up and running. And tomorrow we're also going to talk about that next step, right? Which is we need to connect with those beautiful leads and start walking them down the path to the sale. So you guys, you're amazing. Absolutely love doing this. You guys rock. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And you guys have an amazing rest of your day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.